We'll tell you 13th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And you were mentioning just minutes ago, a beautiful day ahead.
Yeah, we got nice weather today. We're not tracking any rain showers. Great weather to go out and attend multiple events today. We've got several things, including the finale of What the Truck, which is today.
Yeah.
Could see some fireworks. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this morning, as you head out the door, we've got clouds, patchy fog, and temperatures in the 50s. 48, though, up in Saranac Lake, so another crisp start to the day. We do have, again, patchy fog in some spots, 2-mile visibility in Rome. 2 miles down in Ithaca, and of course some more fog in the southern valleys and north. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Quiet conditions here locally. Again, fog is formed in Old Forge and Oneonta, and a lot of locations here in central New York. By the way, Old Forge currently sitting at 51 degrees. So heading out the door today, maybe just a light jacket, or I should say a long sleeve shirt, but keep those sunglasses handy because you won't need that long sleeve shirt by the afternoon, but you will need those sunglasses with temperatures climbing into the 70s and pleasant conditions. So again, we got nice weather today. We're talking about those rain chances as we head into tomorrow and Thursday in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. New this morning, several fire crews were called to the scene of a fire on Mulholland Road in the town of Vienna late last.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good Tuesday morning. It is 5:11, getting you set to head out the door this morning on the Munson CommuteCast. And first off, taking a live look across Utica, at least through the arterial on the traffic camera network. Looking at quiet conditions, clear skies out in the distance, but we are still seeing a few passing clouds and areas of patchy fog. In fact, zooming in a little closer to the arterial, you can see, of course, the roads are looking dry right now. And we'll see dry conditions throughout the entire day today. Look at the traffic tracker right now. We have no incidents to report of. However, if you do want any additional information regarding planned road, I wouldn't say road closures, more so road impacts with road construction, all that sort, you can head to a website, WKTV.com. We have a full list of all the planned DOT construction being done on roadways all across central New York. But again, today, temperatures starting out in the 50s, areas of patchy fog. We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the 70s. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Boilermaker 2024 is barely a month behind.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are tracking beautiful weather today with a crisp start right now. Temperatures in the 50s and 40s. Let's take a live look at downtown Utica, where we are seeing clear skies right above, some low-lying clouds out in the distance. And again, temperatures starting out today in the low 50s, mostly clear, comfortable conditions as well, with a dew point set at 52 degrees. Other local temperatures right now, 49 Otter Lake, 52 Inlet, 47 up in Long Lake. Heading into the Mohawk Valley, 54 in Little Falls. To the south, 52 in Sherburne, 52 Cooperstown, and 55 degrees in Oneonta. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, we're tracking quiet conditions today with no rainfall expected from start to finish. And this is all due to an area of high pressure dragging in a north wind from Canada. And this will bring with it, along with the dry weather, low humidity. And so with that in mind, I do say it's a great afternoon or evening heading out from work to go to the opening of the Herkimer County Fair today. Again, 70s, low humidity. But on top of that, although one event is starting here locally, another event will be ending, and that will be the What the Truck event that's heading into tonight. And with What the Truck, they'll be planning some fireworks as well. So either way, whichever way you want to spend your evening, I recommend getting out and enjoying it while we have that those warm temperatures and low humidity. And so on our Skycast, we're seeing that morning fog burning off, turning to sunshine this afternoon with temperatures in the upper 70s. Then by tonight, overnight lows will fall down into the 50s with patchy fog returning once more. And then tomorrow, a dry start, but by the afternoon, we could see an isolated shower or storm as a trough moves through. Same thing for Thursday, almost a carbon copy of Wednesday with a dry start, potential for an afternoon shower and storm, and highs in the 70s. And so, look at your 7-day forecast. We've got 70s and sun today, dry weather. Chance of an afternoon, evening shower Wednesday and Thursday. We dry out Friday with lots of sun. But as we head into the weekend, we're looking at more unsettled conditions with showers and storms both days. But the good news is that with that approaching rainy system, that looks to keep Tropical Storm Ernesto from reaching our area later on next weekend. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The time right now, 5:19. Still ahead on Sunrise.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a great day ahead to mow your lawn, right?
Yes, after all that rain we've seen, I bet those lawns are healthy. They're growing pretty quick, and you're probably wondering when you're going to catch up on some of that lawn mowing. But I think today it'll be your best bet. Low humidity, lots of sunshine. On top of that, too, in case you don't want to mow your lawn, you got lots of local events happening today as well. But to start out, heading out the door this morning, you might run into some patchy fog with temperatures in the low 50s. 54 Hamilton, 54 in Rome. 46, a little cooler as you head up to Saranac Lake and parts of the Adirondacks. And again, some locations could experience some fog. I noticed some of those patches in the southern valleys and in the north country. Our Skywatcher Bill in Old Forge reports some fog, and that is the case. A little hazy up in Old Forge early this morning. But regardless of the fog, it's dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And again, heading out today, it's a cooler start. Maybe grab that long sleeve overcoat or long sleeve shirt over top of your t-shirt because by the afternoon we'll be seeing the 70s. You'll keep those sunglasses and shoes handy with dry weather across the board. So again, dry weather today. There will be some rain chances sprinkled in throughout the next few days. We'll talk about those rain chances in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Former President Trump spent hours on Monday.
Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We are showing our photo of the day today. This one is of another photo of the Northern Lights taken over the weekend, and this was a very bright one in Dolgeville, and unfortunately, yours truly was sleeping during all this, so I missed the amazing light show. I'm a bit bummed out about that, but regardless, a lot of you were able to see it, and just absolutely amazing photo right here taken again in Dolgeville of the Northern Lights. If you have a photo like this one, if you have your own photo of the Northern Lights, or if you have more photos from anything weather related, anything nature related, anything Central New York related that you think showcases the beauty of our area here in Central New York, send it right there to the link on top of your screen for a chance to have your photo featured right here on News Channel 2 at sunrise. Well, back to the forecast. We are tracking quiet conditions early this morning. Nothing to report on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And those temperatures this morning starting out in the 40s and 50s. A somewhat cool start, warming into the 70s by this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. With hockey season just around the corner, one player familiar.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. We are tracking patchy fog and some sunshine early this morning, but for most of us, it's a somewhat crisp start with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. A live look at downtown Utica right now. A few clouds passing by, but there is still some clearing with sunshine in the distance. But still currently 53 with comfortable levels of humidity. Dew point also sitting at 53 degrees. Other local temperatures early this morning: 48 Otter Lake, 47 Long Lake, 51 Inlet heading into North Country. To the Mohawk Valley, 53 and 52 in Little Falls and Dolgeville. To the south, 53 in Sherburne, 52 in Cooperstown, and 55 degrees in Oneonta. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Even though it is a cool and somewhat foggy start for some locations, the radar is quiet and dry. And this is all due to high pressure from the west moving into our area. This is dragging in a north wind, bringing dry conditions and, of course, that low humidity straight from the Ottawa, North Bay region up again in Canada. And with the dry weather today, figure it's a great idea to go out if you have open plans this evening to the Herkimer County Fair. Temperatures in the 70s with, of course, low humidity. But as one local event begins, another favorite event comes to an end. The finale for What the Truck this summer ends today, and you couldn't ask for better weather. On top of the event ending, there will be fireworks as well, so if you have any plans of wanting to see something like that, today would be the day to do it. Go out and enjoy the great food, the great festivities for the, again, final finale of What the Truck. And so that forecast for today: foggy start, sunshine in the afternoon, temperatures climbing into the 70s. Then by tonight, we'll see overnight lows fall back down into the 50s with patchy fog forming once more. Sunshine to start tomorrow. An isolated shower or storm can't be ruled out. And the same story, in fact, carbon copy for Thursday. Dry start, sunshine, and then potential for a spotty shower in the afternoon and evening. And so your 7-day forecast: dry today, dry start Wednesday and Thursday, shower or storm in both evenings as well. Then Friday looking very nice. The weekend looking rather unsettled. Showers and storms both days, but the good news is the arrival of those rain showers look to push what will be Tropical Storm Ernesto farther out into the Atlantic. So that's great news with we're not seeing any remnants of another tropical storm, Gary.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. The Olympic flag has officially arrived in Los Angeles.
News with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get ready for a nice day, huh?
Yeah, beautiful weather expected after all that rain over the weekend and even yesterday. The lawn's probably grown a little bit.
Yeah,
they probably are falling behind in that mowing schedule. I think it's a great day to do it. On top of that, too, we have a lot of local events happening today as well. Before we get to that, though, let's take a look at those current conditions out there early this morning. I have a few areas of clouds, temperatures in the low 50s. It's a somewhat crisp start to the day today. Dare I say it, I can smell the pumpkin spice in the air, but no, I won't get to that too quick. It's still summertime, everyone. We got temperatures climbing into the 70s this afternoon, but we'll still deal with some areas of patchy fog this morning. 3 miles of visibility reported in Rome. In fact, a somewhat foggy start in Old Forge early this morning as well. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Aside from the fog, that's really about it regarding impacts to your morning commute today with sunshine moving in. And so heading out the door, maybe that long sleeve temporarily, but keep those sunglasses handy because sunshine will be expected all day long today with no rain for the entire forecast. Now, we will be seeing some chances here and there for rain heading to tomorrow and Thursday. We'll talk about those chances in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, several fire crews were called to
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Wow, what a beautiful shot there in the tower cam. We're taking a look this morning at the Munson CommuteCast to get you set to head out the door to work today. First off, a live look at the tower overlooking the arterial heading or facing east towards Utica. Notice the Mohawk River out in the distance developing some patchy fog. And so The main weather story this morning is you could encounter valley fog both in the North Country up near Old Forge and the southern valleys near Oneonta, as well as right here in parts, again, of the Mohawk River. And a live look at the traffic flow data coming in early this morning. We've got no accidents to report of just now, but again, regarding anything with the planned traffic alerts such as road construction, all that sort, there's a full detailed list you can find for all the counties here locally on our website, WKTV.com, talking about either planned closures, planned delays, possible traffic delays with road work and all that sort. But again, the main focus this morning, patchy fog, but dry this afternoon. Sunshine moving in with temperatures climbing into the mid-70s. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Boilermaker 2024 is barely a month behind us, and it's already...
Spoil your day. Tune in for the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, brought to you by Munson. Visit Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity. Visiting Munson and the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, both free and both Utica's very own. Remember, all roads lead to Munson. The WK... From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are starting out the day a little cool, but a bit foggy. As we take a live look outside, I want to show this view again. What a gorgeous shot out in the distance. Almost looks as if there's a mountain range way out in the southern valleys with the low-lying clouds we're seeing early today. You get this after a day or so of rain and then temperatures plummeting. All that moisture sinks to the ground, and that's when we get all this fog starting to form. And so looking underneath that somewhat foggy layer, some of these clouds are just high enough to where they're just low-lying clouds and not fog. For example, in downtown Utica, you can see the sunrise right out in the distance. Beautiful shot right there. Current conditions, cloudy. Comfortable with dew points in the low 50s. And we'll still see comfortable humidity levels throughout the day today. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s for pretty much the region early this morning. 40s in the North Country, 50s Mohawk Valley, 50s in the southern valleys. But with the fog, we're actually entirely dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. This is driven by high pressure out in the west, which is dragging in a north wind from Canada, which will keep conditions here locally dry, as well as with low humidity. Now, with the beautiful weather today, I do recommend going to the opening of the Herkimer County Fair. You couldn't ask for better weather, temperatures in the 70s and lots of sunshine. But as this event starts, another event, summertime tradition in Utica comes to an end. The finale of What the Truck this summer is tonight, and between 4 and 8 p.m. we're talking about 70s and plenty of sunshine. Now they have fireworks tonight as well, so if you wanted to go to some event like that, I do recommend going tonight. Again, you couldn't ask for better weather, and of course, who doesn't like fireworks? Well, maybe some dogs, but our Skycast showing fog giving way to sunshine. Temperatures climbing into the upper 70s with low humidity. By tonight, we'll see clear skies, patchy fog return once more, and then after a dry start, we can't rule out an isolated shower or storm in the afternoon and evening, and then a carbon copy Wednesday for Thursday. Clear skies overnight, sunny start to the day, and then isolated shower or storm developing in the afternoon. And so your 7-day forecast, sunshine today, an isolated shower or storm Wednesday and Thursday. We look pleasant on Friday, and then looking a bit unsettled with rain showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. Now, although we don't really like showers and storms, these are good showers and storms because these are arriving from the west, pushing out Tropical Storm Ernesto out in the Atlantic, missing us entirely. Gary?
That's right, Ernesto.
Say goodbye to Ernesto.
Stay out there. Eric, thanks. Now to a consumer alert, the
The
CDC.
news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And get ready to do that lawn today because it is going to be gorgeous out.
Gorgeous weather. The lawn's probably growing very quickly with all
Yeah.
that rain, and you couldn't ask for better weather. Lots of sunshine, low humidity. Starting out this morning, as you head to the door, it's a somewhat crisp start. Temperatures in the 50s with some fog forming as well. We've got fog reported in Syracuse, a few low-lying clouds in Rome, but we got lowered visibility, as you can see here. 2 miles in Rome, 4 miles Hamilton, 8 miles in Saranac Lake, and you can even see some of that fog moving into the downtown Utica area. This is, of course, from the Mohawk River shifting to the south. So that's where the fog is originating from in Utica. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Aside from the morning fog, that's really about it regarding your impact to your morning commute. With dry conditions expected for the day today, lingering into the evening hours and even overnight. And so heading out the door, maybe grab a long sleeve to wear over your t-shirt today. You can, of course, take it off by the afternoon as temperatures climb into the 70s. Keep those sunglasses handy, though. You'll need it throughout the entire day today with temperatures climbing into the 70s with lots of sunshine. Now, we'll see a better shot for maybe a stray shower or two tomorrow and Thursday. We'll talk about those rain chances in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, it was a late night for former President Trump.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. We are showing our photo of the day, and this one similar to yesterday with all the photos submitted to us of the Northern Lights. This one was a very bright one. Look at these pillars here taken in Dolgeville. Amazing shot. Unfortunately, I was sound asleep when the light show was in full swing on Sunday, even the faint glow yesterday, so unfortunately I missed it yet again, but oh well, a lot of you got to see it, and these photos are just amazing. So thank you to all who submitted these photos. If you would like to submit like someone like this, send it to the link right there on top of your screen, WKTV.com/weather/pics. You can include a photo of the Northern Lights or of a rainbow or of nature or of animals in nature or anything that showcases the beauty of our local area here in central New York. The radar this morning is quiet and dry. However, we are still tracking patchy fog and temperatures initially in the 50s and 40s. We will climb quickly, though, into the 70s by this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thank you. We see a lot of horse and buggies here in our area.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are starting out a little bit foggy, and by a little bit foggy, some spots seeing quite a bit of it. Matter of fact, take a look at the Cabby Tower camera once more because it almost looks as if there's an ocean of fog out in the distance and somewhat of like a mountain range of clouds way out near the southern valleys. Of course, this is the fog developed by the Mohawk River here, and then additional fog layers out in the distance. Heading below that fog layer, as we take a look right now in Utica, we are of course seeing some fog moving into the Utica area from the Mohawk River with clear skies in other spots. But this morning, temperatures a little bit on the cooler side. 58 with Mike in New Hartford, Bob in Clinton 57, Todd out in Westdale at 55 degrees. Bill and Sean in the North Country, Old Forge Inlet, both in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then to the southern valleys, Stewart and Cooperstown 52, Mark in Milford 54, Deb in Hartwick 52 degrees, and same with Scott in Edmiston also checking in with 52 degrees. Now, although it's a bit foggy out, the conditions are actually pretty dry. No rainfall on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And this is all driven by a strong area of high pressure, which is dragging in that north wind into our area. So we got a fresh supply of low humidity Canadian air from Ottawa and areas to the north. And so with the nice weather today, I figure it's a great idea to go out to the opening day of the Herkimer County Fair. Temperatures in the 70s, low humidity, and lots of sunshine. So you can go to the opening day today here, or go to the final day of What the Truck. The finale is here. Unfortunately, the final Tuesday that it will be taking place, and although it will be the final day, they'll be having fireworks. So those of you who are interested in attending, seeing some fireworks, and enjoying the nice weather, you couldn't ask for a better send-off to summer with the weather for What the Truck again today. Our Skycast showing patchy fog burning off, sunshine arriving, temperatures in the upper 70s. By tonight, skies remain clear, lows fall down in the 50s, then patchy fog forms once more by early tomorrow morning. That fog burns off, dry start, could see an isolated shower and storm throughout the area. And Thursday will likely be a carbon copy of Wednesday with a dry start, patchy fog, and then an isolated shower or storm later on. And so your 7-day forecast, those rain chances right here. Wednesday and Thursday, sunshine Friday, a nice end of the work week, but then rain showers and storms arrive Saturday and Sunday. Now, although you're probably thinking that's bad news, it's actually somewhat of good news because that frontal system will push Tropical Storm Ernesto out to sea, which means that we're not going to be looking at any tropical rains in the near future. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The Olympic flag has officially arrived in Los Angeles.
Now, the news with Gary Lipitor and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Lipitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And if you've put off that lawn for a while, today's the day to do it. It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. Every time, like, let's mow the lawn, raining.
Yeah.
Mow the lawn, raining. Well, we got sunshine today, dry weather. And, of course, that lawn's probably more than healthy now with all that rain we've seen. Before we get to that forecast, though, let's take a look at what's going on as you head to the door early this morning. We are seeing fog, temperatures in the low 50s, upper 40s for much of the area. And, in fact, near zero visibility reported in Rome right now. 4-mile visibility in Hamilton. Pretty much most of that valley fog has been isolated to the local area here. Matter of fact, you can see that fog right here in downtown Utica, coming off of the Mohawk River, and in some spots, areas south due to the River Valley locations. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We are tracking quiet conditions at this point. Besides the fog, there's no rainfall expected for today. So, temperatures starting out in the 50s. You might want to have that light jacket or maybe even that long sleeve shirt handy, but by this afternoon we'll be warming up into the 70s, so keep those sunglasses handy as well with lots of sun expected. We'll see quiet conditions for the remainder of the day today, but then a chance for a shower or storm tomorrow and Thursday. We'll talk about those chances coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thank you. Several fire crews were called to the scene of a fire.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are starting out with patchy fog and temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Matter of fact, we can see that blanket of fog over the Mohawk Valley as we take a look at our Cavey Tower camera overlooking the Utica area right now. And underneath that low-lying cloud layer right now is a foggy downtown Utica. Can barely even see the downtown buildings in the distance. And of course, with the fog here, reported fog in Rome, temperatures of 55 with muggy conditions, technically dew point right around the same as a temperature, which is what's causing this fog. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're looking at dry conditions across the region right now, all driven by an area of high pressure that is dragging in cool, refreshing Canadian air from the Ottawa and North Bay area heading south right here into central New York. And with this quiet weather in place today, It's going to be a great afternoon to head to the Herkimer County Fair. Temperatures in the 70s with low humidity, plenty of sunshine. And if you're heading to the opening of the Herkimer County Fair, or if you're not planning on going, well, you still have another option. The finale for What the Truck is today. Temperatures will be in the 70s, and with the dry weather tonight, it'll be great weather for the planned fireworks. So if you want to see fireworks today, here's a good spot to do it, and you got great weather for it as well. Skycast showing clouds and fog lifting with sunshine expected this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 70s. Then by tonight, clear skies, lows falling down into the 50s with patchy fog forming once more. By the afternoon, we could see an isolated shower or storm fire up, but most of the day will be dry, at least for the start of it. Then tomorrow night, same story, carbon copy of Wednesday for Thursday, with patchy fog lifting, dry start, isolated shower or storm possible by the afternoon. And so your 7-day forecast, we got fantastic weather today. Again, isolated shower or storm Wednesday and Thursday evening. Nice weather on Friday. However, the weekend starting to look a bit unsettled with scattered showers and storms. But the good news is these showers and storms will push away what's left of Tropical Storm Ernesto that looks to hug the Atlantic coast heading north.
Meteorologist Eric Gage joining us. And Eric, you were mentioning today that today might be the day to get out and do some things, right?
Yes, great outdoor weather to go and perhaps mow the lawn, do anything outdoor wise. For example, going to local events today. And I'll talk about a few of those coming up in a few minutes. But first, let's take a live look outside downtown Utica. It was a foggy start this morning. That fog has since lifted, and we are seeing blue, somewhat milky skies. Yes, once again, we've got some faint wildfire smoke way up in the sky, but the smoke is fairly light, and this is not expected to reach the ground. Around the state, those temperatures in the 70s, 73 in Rome, 72 in Hamilton, and the radar is looking dry. We're expecting to see dry conditions for the remainder of the day today, with temperatures remaining in the 70s, cooling down into the low 60s, upper 50s tonight, and then rebounding back into the 70s tomorrow with the potential for some rain showers by tomorrow afternoon and Thursday afternoon. We'll talk about those rain chances in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Power has been restored in the town of Ohio days after intense winds brought down large trees and power lines on Friday. The winds picked up around 4:30 Friday afternoon. That's when many in Ohio lost power and were without it for more than 48 hours. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will not be on the ballot this November.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back, everyone. It was a foggy start to the day this morning, and matter of fact, also a somewhat crisp start with temperatures in the 50s and even some spots in the 40s. But it's warmed up quickly. We're in the 70s now. Plenty of sunshine. Let's take a live look at Oneonta. We got blue skies mixed in with a few puffy cumulus clouds out in the distance. And again, downtown Utica, a bit less in terms of cloud cover, but still the sky's a little milky for some elevated wildfire smoke, which is not expected to reach the ground today. And a look at those current temperatures right now, sitting at 73 degrees. Dew point is 61, so technically humid, but for most of us, we'll be seeing lower than average humidity. 61 degree dew point's not too bad by summertime standards. The radar is quiet and dry, and high pressure is the reason why, dragging in that north wind from Canada, keeping things quiet, clear all across central New York today. And with that in mind, it's great weather to go out and enjoy the Herkimer County Fair, the opening day of that going on today. Temperatures in the 70s with low humidity, still plenty of sunshine. And while this event is starting, well, What the Truck is having its finale tonight. Temperatures falling down into the low 70s, but still looking pretty comfortable. And the one thing that makes this worthwhile going is we'll have fireworks as well. So if you were itching to watch some fireworks, What the Truck will have that covered. Again, the finale is tonight. Our Skycast showing temperatures in the 70s this afternoon, climbing into the mid to upper 70s by this evening. Still looking clear in terms of cloud cover. Then patchy fog forms tomorrow morning. That fog lifts by tomorrow afternoon, but then we could see an isolated shower or storm in the evening. So a heads up if you have any evening plans tomorrow to keep that umbrella handy. Same thing for Thursday. Dry start, patchy fog, sunshine turns to a few spotty showers. And so your 7-day forecast, we've got sunshine today, isolated shower or storm Wednesday and Thursday. Sunshine returns again on Friday with showers and storms continuing Saturday and Sunday, which sometimes looks like bad news, but the good news is this might deflect Tropical Storm Ernesto, which is at this point expected to stay out to sea. But that all depends on the strength of those showers and storms arriving Saturday and Sunday. So we'll keep a close eye on that weekend forecast. But for now, it looks to steer it out into the Atlantic.
Thankfully.
Yes, thankfully. So sometimes it's okay to have showers and storms if we're not talking about a tropical storm.
Yeah, that's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, an Arkansas police officer has been now and a great day today. But a so-so rest of the week, you were saying, huh?
Yeah, rain chances here and there, but it's a dry one today, although a foggy start. And I want to show this time lapse right here. Matter of fact, let's take that full screen so you guys can see the movement of this fog. Ready? Let's start the time lapse. Here it goes. Looks like a river flowing down the valley, and then you'll start to see what's called the boundary layer. The layer near the surface begin to rise. That's where the LCL is, a lifting condensation level is, where the clouds are developed on the ground. And continuing on, you'll start to see those puffy clouds, again, forming along that LCL. Any air below it, there's no condensation and there's no clouds. So you can actually see that layer in the sky. Now here's a live look right now where we're seeing the same story. A few puffy cumulus clouds out in the distance and temperatures in the 70s as we take a live look across the state right now. 70 up in Saranac Lake. It's actually raised about 30 degrees. It was in the 40s earlier this morning. And the radar right now is quiet and dry. We're expecting quiet conditions for the remainder of the day today. Sunshine turns to clear skies tonight with lows in the 50s. Then we're tracking a dry start tomorrow with the potential for an afternoon shower or storm. We'll talk about those chances in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The first day of school takes a traffic.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We have started out the day with fog. That fog has lifted and sunshine has moved in. Let's take a live look at downtown Utica right now. Milky skies at this point from some faint wildfire smoke to the north, but this is just a thin layer way up in the sky. It is not expected to reach the surface layer. The temperature, 73, dew point is 61, which is technically humid. But we're not talking about tropical levels. We need about 10 more degrees of dew point in order to reach that. Radar is quiet. We're not tracking anything in terms of rain showers today, and that's all thanks to this dome of high pressure from the west. This is dragging in that dry Canadian air from the north, keeping things pleasant all across the region. In fact, great weather to go out to the start of the Herkimer County Fair. 70s, lower humidity, and plenty of sunshine. So go out and enjoy that. Or if you want to go to another event here locally, you can head to the finale for What the Truck, which will have some fireworks planned in the evening. So on top of going out and getting some great food and listening to great music, you'll also have the opportunity to watch some fireworks. Temperatures, of course, great for viewing them with highs in the 70s, and by 8 p.m. still looking at upper 60s, low 70s. Heading to our Skycast, we are still looking at plenty of sunshine this afternoon with highs in the upper 70s. By tonight, we'll cool back down into the 50s with clear skies, then patchy fog forming in some locations. That fog will lift. We'll see sunshine in the late morning, But then we had the potential for an isolated shower or storm, not entirely dry like we're seeing today. So if you have any evening plans tomorrow, make sure you keep that umbrella handy. Almost a carbon copy of Wednesday is expected for Thursday. Patchy fog forming, dry start, sunshine moves in, and then isolated shower or storm fires up in the evening. This is all from a trough out in the northeast that will shift through our area, producing those chances. But again, there's still ample opportunity to see some sunshine both days. So there's the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Isolated shower and storms, sunshine both mornings. Friday, we'll see plenty of sunshine and dry weather, but then things turn more unsettled as we head into the weekend. Showers and storms Saturday and Sunday with highs in the upper 70s, which again sounds like bad news bears, but overall we're tracking another tropical storm Ernesto, which is looking to reach Category 2 status off the Atlantic coast, and those showers in the weekend will steer that system east. So we'll keep a close eye on the track, but for now, if we're looking at those showers, storms moving in Saturday and Sunday, it means no tropical storm here locally.
Stay out to sea, Ernesto.
Stay out in the Atlantic.
Eric, thanks. Well, artificial intelligence is being used by some Idaho fire agencies to detect wildfires. Jude Binkley has more.
An important new piece of technology is helping combat an already difficult wildfire season.
The really basic idea is actually not that far from the old lookout towers of years ago.
The Idaho Department of Lands is using cameras and artificial intelligence to catch wildfires right as they start.
So we've got pan tilt zoom cameras that are mostly installed on existing infrastructure, radio communication sites, that sort of thing. And the cameras are essentially beefed up, really nice security cameras that they have a 40 power zoom.
The live cameras send images back to a company called Alert West, which uses artificial intelligence to detect any anomalies like smoke.
And as soon as that anomaly that could potentially look like smoke, it sends it into a detection center, an ops center they call it, where they actually will have personnel reviewing those anomalies to see if it truly is smoke.
Which can help cut down response times.
They were on it within an hour.
Like when a fire sparked near Julietta last month. The AI cameras alerted the Clearwater Potlatch Timber Protective Association, who quickly put out the flames.
We were able to stop that fire at just less than 2 acres. Had that camera system not picked up that fire, it likely would have burned until 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning until somebody would have detected it on their way to work. At that point, that fire would have been 50 or 60 acres.
The IDL put up their first camera last May.
We should have 9 of them up by the end of this fire season.
Helping fire bosses fight flames and manage their resources.
If we can get intelligence on that fire and improve our situational awareness prior to crews arriving on the fire, oftentimes we can make a decision on whether or not we need to send additional resources.
And stay with us. Much more news right after this.
Fair.
All right, that's right, we are live here at the Herkimer County Fair. It is a beautiful day. It is dry. We've got a light haze in the sky, and you might be able to smell some wildfire smoke. This is coming from Canada this evening, but it's not having a major effect on air quality. But it is something to keep in mind if you're wondering what all the haze is about. It's not that humid. It is looking dry. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperature-wise, we're sitting at 76 degrees. It is a very comfortable evening to get out and enjoy the fair. The dew point is 61. We do have just a light breeze from the west at around 7 miles an hour. Our weather headlines clear and comfortable tonight. There will be a few scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow as well as Thursday. We get a break in the weather Friday, and then more scattered showers expected as we head into the weekend. The weather does become more humid as we head into later this week, but again, this evening the weather looks great. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Again, we're tracking the chance for a few thunderstorms tomorrow and Thursday. A look at the forecasts coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Bill Cardis, thank you. And of course, first day of the fair.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are live here at the Herkimer County Fair. It's opening night, and the weather is looking fantastic. It is a beautiful evening to get out and enjoy. As we take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, it is dry. It's going to stay dry throughout the course of this evening. Weather-wise, you might notice a haze in the sky. That's not caused by humidity, but rather wildfire smoke. We've been tracking it on the satellites today. It's coming from Canada. It's wildfire smoke, and it is having an impact on air quality. It's not as bad as what we were dealing with last summer, but if you're really sensitive to this stuff, you might just want to keep that in mind here. We're expecting this to last tonight, and then the winds should favor any haze to start to disperse beginning tomorrow. Temperatures are in the 70s. Again, it's a very comfortable evening. Great evening to get out and enjoy. 76 in Whitesboro, 74 in Cooperstown, 75 degrees in Inlet, 75 in Lake Pleasant. The temperatures are expected to warm up throughout the course of this week. We do have the chance of some thunderstorms late tomorrow as well as Thursday, the warmest day of the week. Friday, a high of 84, and then the humidity is expected to increase as we head into the weekend. Radar and satellite image again. High pressure in control for now. We're going to be watching our next disturbance build in for tomorrow, and again, that could give us a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Temperature-wise, again, the dew point in the low 60s, so it's not that humid. Again, a lot of this haze is being caused by wildfire smoke. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Clear skies overnight, lows drop into the 50s, so it's a clear and comfortable night. Tomorrow, sunshine. A few thunderstorms pop up in the afternoon. It's not going to affect everybody, but a few of us will get wet. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. Scattered showers and storms end tomorrow night. We'll dry out as we head into Thursday morning, sunshine. Thursday afternoon, again, same deal. Could see a few pop-up thunderstorms. Again, some of us see it, some of us don't. Temperatures look to be in the low 80s. Mostly clear tonight, low of 57. Beautiful day tomorrow. We're looking at sunshine and high temperatures in the low 80s. Again, the chance for a few pop-up storms as we head into the afternoon. Same with Thursday, 82. Friday, we're up to 84. That looks to be dry with mostly sunny skies. Over the weekend, an area of low pressure moves in. This is going to create a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. This will also push Tropical Storm Ernesto, which is in the Atlantic, out to sea. So we're not expecting any issues with that. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s over the weekend. Some showers and thunderstorms will continue as we head into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Back over to you.
Crowd is filing in.
Yes, they are.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. The opening ceremony commission has come up with several strategies to mitigate flooding, and on Thursday, you'll have the chance to weigh in. There's a public hearing that'll take place at the Waterville Village office at 4:30 p.m. The Oneida County executive says the flood study addresses the root causes where sediment and debris buildup contribute to flooding risk. The study breaks the 33-mile creek into 5 zones: Madison, Augusta, and Oriskany Falls, the town of Marshall, Kirkland, and Whitestown. In each zone is a proposal to mitigate flooding and stabilize the creek. Plans include the removal of several dams. We have that study posted for you at WKTV.com.
Let's get you back to the Herkimer County Fair with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
All right, it is a beautiful day to be here at the Herkimer County Fair. Opening night tonight, and the weather is looking absolutely fantastic. There's some haze in the sky, but it's not from humidity. It's actually from wildfire smoke from Canada. Some of that's starting to work in today, having a minor impact on air quality. You might even be able to smell it in the air today. But again, looking forward, the weather looks great. We're not looking at any rainfall this evening. It's expected to be dry. There is one lone shower that's popped up in southeastern Otsego County, but that is heading to the east. Temperature of 76 degrees. Again, the dew point is pretty low. It's 61. The air feels maybe slightly muggy, but it's a pretty comfortable night to be out and about. Our weather headlines: it's clear tonight. Overnight lows will drop down into the 50s. Tomorrow and Thursday, we do have the chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. We get a break Friday, and then more unsettled weather is expected as we head into the weekend. For the fair this evening, again, the weather looks great. Temperatures are expected to be in the 70s, very comfortable out there. We are tracking against a few thunderstorms as we head into Wednesday and Thursday afternoon. We've got to look at the forecast coming up. Kristen and Jason, back over to you.
All right, Bill, thanks very much. We'll catch up with you in just a minute.
It may be back to school season, but you still have time to take
This summer, never get caught on the course in bad weather. Get severe weather alerts right to your phone with the WKTV Storm Tracker weather app, the only weather app on your phone powered locally by the WKTV Storm Tracker 2 team. When you're on the go, stay in the know.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are live here at the Herkimer County Fair. It is a beautiful day. There are crowds that are starting to build in, and it's the first day of the fair. The weather is going to be really nice here heading into this evening. A live look at the radar, nice and dry. We were noticing a couple of isolated showers that were popping up mainly south and east of Utica, but it is looking to be a dry evening across the area. Temperatures are in the 70s, but you might notice that there's some haze in the sky. That's from wildfire smoke working in from Canada. This north wind is bringing some of that smoke to our area, and that's also affecting air quality. Some of that smoke is mixing down to the ground level, so you might be able to smell it, but it's not like it was last summer where we had the really high levels of poor air pollution. The smoke that's in place now should start to thin out as the wind direction changes, but we've learned that it takes time for that to happen. Now, again, temperatures are in the 70s this evening. It's very pleasant, it's very comfortable. 77 in Whitesboro, 73 in Cooperstown, 76 in Inlet. As we look at the bigger picture, we expect temperatures to warm up into the low 80s as we head throughout the week. Thursday and Friday look to be the warmest days of the next 7, and that's where we could also see a few pop-up thunderstorms, and that's mainly on Thursday. In place, we've got high pressure, which is providing sunshine and dry weather. It's also bringing in that north wind, along with some of that wildfire smoke. We do have a disturbance that's in place that will kick off a few scattered thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow as well as Thursday. Again, it's not that humid. Dew points are in the 50s and low 60s, pretty comfortable out there. Again, a lot of that haze is from wildfire smoke. As we look at our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, the weather looks dry, looks clear tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. For tomorrow, it's sunny to start, but I'm expecting to see a couple of pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. I don't think it affects everybody, but a few places might get wet for a little while. Temperatures, again, near 80 degrees. Tomorrow night, skies look to clear out. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s, and then we do it again as we head into Thursday. There will be a few more pop-up thunderstorms Thursday afternoon, again, not affecting everybody. Temperatures on Thursday climb into the low 80s. Tonight, mostly clear, low 57. Tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, otherwise a pretty nice day. High temperature of 80, Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, looking at a pretty nice stretch of weather here. I know those 7-day kind of looks a little ominous with every day seeming to bring thunderstorms, but these storms really don't last for very long. Wednesday and Thursday, they're scattered and they're mainly in the afternoon. Friday looks dry. Over the weekend, numerous thunderstorms, more humidity, temperatures in the upper 70s, more scattered showers continue into early next week with high temperatures in the mid-70s. We'll be right back. It is a great evening to be out. Very comfortable. There's a lot of people out. It's gotten a lot more crowded in the last hour as people are getting ready to go on some rides. Weather's going to be perfect here for the rest of this evening. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and again, it is dry. We're looking at mostly sunny skies here throughout the course of this evening. It's also really comfortable. Now, you might notice a haze in the sky today. Not the humidity, but rather wildfire smoke. We've been tracking it from Canada as it's moved in throughout the course of the afternoon. It is having an impact on air quality. It's small. It's not like what we dealt with last summer, but you're really sensitive to this stuff. Again, you're going to want to take it easy if you're going to be outdoors. Our weather headlines clear and comfortable tonight. Scattered storms expected tomorrow and Thursday. The weather looks generally unsettled as we head into the weekend, but it's not going to rain the whole time. Heading out to the fair this evening, temperatures in the 70s. Again, it's going to be a great evening to get out and enjoy. As you can see, a lot of people behind me are doing just that. We've got to look at when those pop-up storms are expected tomorrow and Thursday. Look at the forecast coming up. Back over to you.
Hey, Bill, thank you. Looks like everyone's lining up to see Bill.
I know. Get your autographs. Well, the Oriskany Creek Watershed Commission has come. There's a public hearing that'll take place at the Waterville Village office at 4:30 p.m. The Oneida County Executive says the flood study addresses the root causes where sediment and debris buildup contribute to flooding risk. The study breaks the 33-mile creek into 5 zones: Madison, Augusta and Oriskany Falls, the town of Marshall, Kirkland and Whitestown. And in each zone is a proposal to mitigate flooding and stabilize the creek. Plans include the removal of several dams, and we have that study posted for you at WKTV.com.
A month after a tornado struck Rome, destroying homes and businesses, Freedom Plaza is fully back open. Marshall's was the last store to reopen its Rome, destroying homes and businesses. Freedom Plaza is fully back open. Marshall's was the last store to reopen its doors, and that happened today. The store on Erie Boulevard West suffered roof damage. Shoppers were eager to get back inside.
You know, I don't go in often, but I was like, oh, I really want to go to Marshall's. So I drive by every day. The store is temporarily closed. Grand Union is open. Hobby Lobby's open, but that's not what I wanted. So really excited that they're back. And I'm glad no one was hurt. That was the most important thing.
Grand Union, again, back open, but without refrigeration. When the tornado struck on July 16th, the heating and cooling equipment was ripped off the roof.
Lumber Liquidators is closing 94 stores nationwide, including one in New Hartford. The store in the Orchard opened its warehouse and flooring showroom in 2018. The company, now LL Flooring, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy over the weekend, saying home sales are slow and interest rates are high. The local store manager says they will close end of September or early October.
It's a nightmare come true.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are live here at the Herkimer County Fair. It's the first day of the fair, and it's getting busy. We've noticed the crowd starting to work in, and they're going to enjoy a really nice night of weather here in central New York. Let's take a live look at the radar. It is dry. We've got high pressure in control, but we do have a haze in the air, and I think that's one of the big things weather-wise this evening. You will notice a pretty thick haze. That's from wildfire smoke. We tracked it moving in from Canada earlier today. It is minorly affecting air quality. If you're sensitive to this, it is something to consider. We're not expecting this to last for long. The wind direction does favor this air to move out and air quality to improve, but it might take a little bit of time. Temperatures are in the 70s, Whitesboro 76, Cooperstown 73, Inlet 76. Again, very comfortable outside. Temperatures are going to trend warmer. We'll be in the 80s tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Then the humidity starts to increase as we get into the weekend. Temperatures on Saturday and Sunday in the upper 70s. You've got high pressure in control of our weather, and that's been bringing us sunshine and dry weather today, along with that northwest wind. As we head into tomorrow, we do have a disturbance that's going to roll in, and that's going to kick off a few thunderstorms as we head into the afternoon. Dew points in the upper 50s to low 60s, so it is comfortable outside, even though it's hazy. The haze is from wildfire smoke and not necessarily high humidity. Tonight, clear skies. Overnight lows drop into the 50s. Tomorrow, it looks like a beautiful start to the day, maybe a little bit of patchy fog. There is the chance of a pop-up thunderstorm in the afternoon. Temperatures will be near 80, and I think the chance is random, and it's not going to last for long, so wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans, but something to be aware of if you're going to be outdoors. Tomorrow night, the weather looks dry. As we head into Thursday, we're expecting some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Once again, not affecting everyone. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. Mostly clear tonight, low 57. Tomorrow, thunderstorms in the afternoon. Again, a few of them. It's not expected to be a washout. Temperature of 80. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Friday looks completely dry, and it looks warmer. Temperatures in the mid-80s. We will notice an increase in the humidity. Thunderstorms are expected as we head into Saturday and Sunday. That is not related to Ernesto. Tropical storm Ernesto is looking to stay out to sea. But those storms will be coming in from the west. Looking at more scattered showers here as we head into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Jason and Kristen, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Bill. Looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, New Hartford's forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Here we're talking air quality tonight because of those wildfires up north, right?
Yeah, and our air quality is actually worse than what a lot of our apps are showing. We've got some measurements that are taken from local air sensors. We can also verify this just by looking at the haze. We can smell it here on Smith Hill. So our recommendation tonight is to close your windows and run the air conditioner. The air quality is not terrible, but it's not great. And for those of you that are sensitive to this, and even the general public, again, at least for now, until things improve, I want to just keep those windows closed. Heading out to the Herkimer County Fair tomorrow, it should be a nice day. An isolated storm is possible in the afternoon, a temperature of about 80 degrees. Those storms are not expected to hit all areas. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's quiet. Temperatures are cooling off. We're looking at a current temperature of 65 degrees, clear skies, not too humid out there, and the humidity stays in check here as we head into tonight. Again, best to run the air conditioner here overnight with the air quality issues that we have in place. We're tracking those thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon as well as Thursday. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, a study by Oneida County on flood mitigation along Oriskany Creek has singled out several areas for improvement. One of them is an old abandoned railroad bridge in Kirkland. That's where our Luke Radel went tonight to examine how old infrastructure along the waterway could be a danger to nearby residents in more ways than one.
Now, you might not be able to tell, but from where I'm standing here in Kirkland used to be railroad tracks. It's all pretty overgrown now, including all the way down there, where on the other side of that bush, there's a bridge.
Years ago, snowmobiles used to snowmobile across this to get to the other side, and bicycles used to ride. Not anymore.
How long ago could bicycles ride on there?
20 years ago.
The railroad bridge just downstream of Main Street was abandoned in the 1950s, left to rot and decay. Now it's being recommended for removal. A study done by Oneida County shows the bridge poses a flood risk threat to surrounding properties, including the nearby American Legion Hall. The commander of that post, Clayton Bellows, showed me the overgrown pathway to get to the bridge. It's a trail he knows all too well growing up in nearby Clark Mills. He told me that he spent time with his friends fishing in Oriskany Creek.
We always used to be down here. We'd buy a pizza, and we'd sit down here, whether it be raining or whatever, and we'd eat pizza and fish. And you don't see too much of that anymore because it's overwhelmed right now by the trees, and they're supposed to clean a lot of this up, but hopefully they do.
Not only does the bridge pose a potential flood risk, but also a danger to anyone who attempts to cross it, which is why Bellows says the town is pushing for its removal.
The town wants it taken down to protect people because it's not fit to walking.
Now, a public hearing is scheduled for Thursday to discuss that flood mitigation study, which recommends the removal of underutilized infrastructure like this bridge here in the Oriskany Creek. Reporting from Kirkland, I'm Luke Radel with News Channel 2.
Anyone living in the Van Hornsville Water District is under a boil.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside. It is a quiet night across central New York, but you can notice some haze, and we are getting some drops in air quality tonight from wildfire smoke moving in from Canada. A temperature of 66 degrees. You might even be able to smell some of that smoke tonight. That is going to continue through tomorrow, although the wind direction favors this smoke to disperse. We should see levels improve, but we might be dealing with this again later in the week. We'll have to keep an eye on this because there is a lot of smoke to the north, and the wind direction looks to carry some of that in this direction. Again, we'll keep you posted as we head throughout the week. Looking to cut the lawn, we're going to be contending with some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow as well as Thursday. So going early Wednesday and Thursday will be best. I think you should be able to get a cut in, at least if you do it in the morning. Friday looks to be the better of the 3 days. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Radar and satellite image showing high pressure in control of our weather. This system is going to move to the east, and what's behind it is a disturbance. You're going to see a little dip in the jet stream, and that's going to help create a couple of thunderstorms here as we head into tomorrow and Thursday afternoon. This picture was taken Sunday night. This was one of our favorites of the Northern Lights from Little Falls. We had some people view it last night as well, and though there's no chance of this happening tonight locally, And we are going to do our best going forward to try to keep you updated and let you know if there's any chances ahead, because we are in a very active solar cycle, and this we may see the lights again locally before the end of the summer. We'll see. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, sunshine in the morning, a little bit of patchy fog early. That'll give way to sunshine and the chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Not everybody gets wet. High temperatures will be near 80 degrees. Mostly clear skies tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. We do this again Thursday. The chance of a few pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. High temperatures, once again, climb into the upper 70s to low 80s. Ernesto is expected to become a hurricane. It is staying out to sea. The National Hurricane Center's forecast keeps it far away from the East Coast, but again, we'll always keep an eye on things. Mostly clear tonight, 58 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a scattered storm in the afternoon, a high of 80. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Friday looks nice, 84. It turns humid over the weekend. Numerous showers and thunderstorms Saturday. More scattered storms Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Temperatures in the 70s, overnight lows in the 60s.
Ooh,
some warm nights ahead.
A little soggy, too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you, Bill. Coming up next, the purpose of the Cornhill Revitalization forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. If you notice things were a little hazy today, that's air quality right there. It's this wildfire smoke from Canada.
We've got a lot of wildfire smoke to the north, and some of that has dropped south today. It is impacting air quality, and it's enough where we're recommending people close their windows tonight, turn on the air conditioners, mainly for people that are sensitive. But I would just do it anyway, because the levels are a little bit higher than what a lot of our apps are showing tonight, based on some of the measurements and our own observations. So again, better be safe here tonight. Be something we would just have to do tonight. I think the air quality is going to get better tomorrow with a more favorable wind direction. That should help things improve. Heading to the Herkimer County Fair tomorrow, an isolated thunderstorm is possible. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's pretty quiet across the area. We're looking at clear skies. Temperatures are cooling off. 64 degrees is the current temperature. The dew point 61, so not too much humidity in the air tonight. We're looking at overnight lows in the mid-50s, but again, with the air quality issues in place, better to run the air conditioner than leave the windows open. We're tracking the storms as we head into the next 2 days and look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, a study by ONM is an old abandoned railroad bridge in Kirkland. That's where our Luke Radel went tonight to examine how old infrastructure along the waterway could be a danger to nearby residents in more ways than one.
Now, you might not be able to tell, but from where I'm standing here in Kirkland, used to be railroad tracks. It's all pretty overgrown now, including all the way down there, where on the other side of that bush, there's a bridge.
Years ago, snowmobilers used to snowmobile across this to get to the other side, and bicycles used to ride. Not anymore.
How long ago could bicycles ride on there?
20 years ago.
The railroad bridge just downstream of Main Street was abandoned in the 1950s, left to rot and decay. Now it's being recommended for removal. A study done by Oneida County shows the bridge poses a flood risk threat to surrounding properties, including the nearby American Legion Hall. The commander of that post, Clayton Bellows, showed me the overgrown pathway to get to the bridge. It's a trail he knows all too well growing up in nearby Clark Mills. He told me that he spent time with his friends fishing in Oriskany Creek.
We always used to be down here. We'd buy a pizza, and we'd sit down here, whether it be raining or whatever, and we'd eat pizza and fish. And you don't see too much of that anymore because it's overwhelmed right now by the trees, and they're supposed to clean a lot of this up, but hopefully they do.
Not only does the bridge pose a potential flood risk, but also a danger to anyone who attempts to cross it, which is why Bellows says the town is pushing for its removal.
The town wants it taken down to protect people because it's not fit to walking.
Now, a public hearing is scheduled for Thursday to discuss that flood mitigation study, which recommends the removal of underutilized infrastructure like this bridge here in the Oriskany Creek. Reporting from Kirkland, I'm Luke Radel with News Channel 2.
Luke, anyone living in the
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside from our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is hazy outside. Remember that haze is coming from wildfire smoke, which is affecting air quality. A temperature in downtown Utica of 64 degrees with some light smoke in place. We're recommending folks close the windows tonight, turn on the air conditioner instead if you need to cool off the house, just for tonight, because I think things will get a little bit better tomorrow. The air quality improves with the wind direction changing, but we do have a lot of wildfire smoke to the north, which means we might be dealing with this again. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this. Again, thankfully the levels are not too high tonight, but it is high enough where it could affect those of you that are sensitive to this. Looking to cut the lawn tomorrow, Thursday early is recommended. We do have some thunderstorms in the forecast, but they're not going to affect everybody. But if you're trying to cut the lawn, you know how it is. It's really annoying to be caught in the middle of a storm. So again, try to avoid this. Try skipping the cuts in the afternoon. Friday looks good. That looks to be the best of the next 3 days. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. We've got a high pressure and control of our weather. That will be the case for the next 12 hours, but we do have a very weak disturbance dropping in, which is going to help spark a few thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon as well as Thursday. Wanted to show you this. This was on Sunday night. One of our favorite photos here. Little Falls, the Northern Lights. This is just a fantastic photo. A reminder, if we do get more chances to see the Northern Lights, we're not expecting it tonight, but if we do get more chances, we are going to do our best to try to pass this along on television, but you can also follow us on Facebook for more up-to-date information. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, looking at mostly clear skies, overnight lows in the 50s. Nice day Wednesday. We start out dry, maybe some patchy fog in the morning. Chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Again, not all of us are affected by this. Temperatures will be near 80 degrees. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies. Rinse and repeat for Thursday. We'll do this again. A couple of pop-up storms in the afternoon. Again, random. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. Ernesto is expected to become a hurricane. This is going to be tracking to the south and east. The National Hurricane Center has now updated this to reflect this becoming a major hurricane Friday, a Category 3. But notice this is still off the East Coast as we head into Saturday. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that, but no big concerns as of now. Mostly clear tonight, 58 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, partly sunny, the chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon, 80 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A couple of thunderstorms possible Thursday, 82. Friday looks dry, mostly sunny, 84. We get into a humid weather pattern over the weekend with numerous showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the 70s during the day. A little warm at night.
Sticky.
Lows in the 60s, a little muggy.
I need the AC that night.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Bill. Coming up next, the purpose of a Cornhill revitalization study.